Big thanks to our friends over at Game.Press for providing us a copy of Brainrot Kart for review purposes. Thanks, gang.
Don't never buy no weed from the gas station, bro.
Hello, this is Tim at Wembembo on everything, back with another DLC episode, this time on Brainrot Kart. Brainrot Kart is a multiplayer racing game where players must compete in a fast-paced, chaotic series of races. Choose from a variety of outrageous maps like Gooning Gateway and use unique items such as the Hawk Tuah ball to attack and sabotage other players. Show off your wild kart skills to your bros, including Quandale Dingle, the Skibbity Toilet, and others, including different kart stats. Brainrot Kart features things like Rizzy Brainrot Kart action, tear through chaotic maps, and unleash wild items like the Hawk Tuah ball. It features 8-player multiplayer, it features goated karts, and it doesn't cost $80 like other kart games. Boost your Riz by karting with the squad, or go solo and dominate every Brainrot track. Race, Riz, Goon, repeat. This is one of these games that I have a hard time believing it exists. It doesn't strike me at all as surprising this exists, but it strikes me as surprising that I'm needing to review this. Brainrot Kart came out on July 24th, 2025. Was developed and published by Skibbity Studios. Only released on PC at this moment in time, with all reviews being largely positive on Steam, 205 of them. Brainrot Kart features two main game modes, practice and race. It features also about 5 courses. I've already mentioned Gooning Gateway, but there's also Based Bay, the Backrooms, Endless Edging, and the Skibbity Sandbox. It also features 8 races, which I'm assuming are references to memes, but the only one I recognise being Skibbity Toilet because it's plastered everywhere. Of course, there's a short 3 laps with a number of Mario Kart-esque items with varying effects. Everything from the aforementioned Hawk Tuah ball to the metal pipe being dropped meme, all the way up to classic memes like forcing other racers to watch an over-edited GIF that you'd see on a late 2000s Call of Duty montage. This game made me feel old. Listeners of the pod will know that I love dumb humour, and I like Brainrot, but I found a lot of this to be out of my reference pool. Either it was too niche of a reference for me and I didn't get it, or it was simply made up for the game and it's not actually referring to anything, and I don't know which one is correct. I'm inclined to think it's the former because what the game does do is commit to this Brainrot meme theme, and it does commit very hard to it. Everything from intentionally horrific menu audio to the bruh sound effect being played at every menu click, all the way up to having the Joker act as your checkpoint throughout races, which for some reason was an upside down image of the Joker, but I'm assuming that's intentional. Like an Eddie Kart racer, it features drifting, which in this case didn't feel particularly great. It always felt the cornering was way too sharp in the drift, but the feedback of building up boost being shown in the form of a bar filling up is nice and clear. It's probably one of the most clear points in this entire game, to be honest. Races, for the most part, felt largely okay without needing to drift or boost for the most part anyway. Cars ran at a satisfying speed, steering was relatively tight across the board. It felt fine, and to be honest, I think drifting, if you're coming from a place of Mario Kart or F-Zero, largely actually gets in the way. And it's a bit of a shame because there's obviously some thought put into the drift mechanic. Granted, building up boost as you drift is kind of lifted from Mario Kart, but I think with a little bit more balancing and tweaking, this could be something really, I'm not going to say unique, but something solid. Do I recommend Brainrot Kart? Kind of. One of the main features noted earlier in this review is that the game does not cost $80, and they're right, it doesn't. Looking at the Steam store right now at the time of recording, it's currently £1.69, which is probably another joke. And for that price, yeah, it's probably worth the 20 minutes of fun you'd get out of it. And that's about as far as I would take it. I don't often cite Steam reviews when doing episodes of DLC, but I think this one from Waffle01 sums it up very well. I paid money for this shit. He reviewed it positively. Well, I can't possibly keep up with all the brainrot terms. In the spirit of this game, I thought I'd give it a try. So what I've done is I've put my review notes into ChatGPT and just kind of let it do its thing and see what it comes out with. So without further ado, here is The same review you've just heard, but in brain rot speak. Bruh, this game had me tweaking on God. Car emoji, cloud emoji. Brainrot Kart go crazy. Maps like Gooning Gateway and Endless Edging got me skibbity pumping my controller, no kizzy. Items, bro, they got the Hawk Tuah ball, straight spitting on the ops, plus the metal pipe sound effect had me hearing flashbacks. Caught in 4K watching over-edited COD gifs mid-race, skull emoji. Menu sounds, pure Sigma grind set. Every click a bruh sound effect. The Joker checkpoint for some reason upside down. Peak. Drifting though, mid. Corners sharper than Ohio ice. Boost bar felt goofy, but you don't need to boost for real. Still, vibes. Flying money emoji. Game costs like £1.69. Nice. Not $80 like them Nintendo ops. For that price, you finna get like 20 minutes of rizzed up chaos before you touch grass again. Do I recommend? Yeah, kinda, if you brain rotted enough. This is the Sigma Kart. As my boy Waffle01 said, I paid money for this shit. Real. This has been Tim, at Wembembo on everything, and I'll see you next time.